Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are learning some consequences regarding technology, so why delay? Let's begin the video. Before we begin the video, you need to know what is technology. Perhaps technology is the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes, especially in industry. Advances in computer technology, machinery and equipment developed from the application of scientific knowledge. It will reduce the industry's ability to spend money on new technology. Digital technology has revolutionized almost every aspect of people's lives in recent decades. Office work, shopping, music, movies, television, photography, travel, transport, and long-distance communication. Let's proceed further and see what is information technology. Why is information technology important? Simply put, the work of most organizations would slow to a crawl without functioning its systems. You'd be hard-pressed to find a business that doesn't at least partially rely on computers and the networks that connect them. Maintaining a standard level of service, security and connectivity is a huge task, but it's not the only priority or potential challenge on their plates. Information technology, it is the use of computers to store, retrieve, transmit, and manipulate data or information. It is typically used within the context of business operations as opposed to personal or entertainment technologies. It is considered to be a subset of information and communications technology, ICT. An information technology system, its system, is generally an information system, a communications system or, more specifically speaking, a computer system, including all hardware, software and peripheral equipment, operated by a limited group of users. Humans have been storing, retrieving, manipulating, and communicating information since the Sumerians in Mesopotamia developed writing in about 3000 BC, but the term information technology in its modern sense first appeared in a 1958 article published in the Harvard Business Review. Authors Harold J. Levitt and Thomas L. Whistler commented that the new technology does not yet have a single established name. We shall call it information technology, IT. Their definition consists of three categories: techniques for processing, the application of statistical and mathematical methods to decision-making, and the simulation of higher order thinking through computer programs. The term is commonly used as a synonym for computers and computer networks, but it also encompasses other information distribution technologies such as television and telephones. Several products or services within an economy are associated with information technology, including computer hardware, software, electronics, semiconductors, internet, telecom equipment, and e-commerce. Based on the storage and processing technologies employed, it is possible to distinguish four distinct phases of development: pre-mechanical, 3000 BC, 1450 AD, mechanical, 1450 to 1840, electromechanical, 1840 to 1940, and electronic, 1940, present. This article focuses on the most recent period, electronic. Now we have learned what is technology and its uses, so let's proceed further and watch the disadvantages of technology. One. Complexity. We no longer understand the workings of the devices and machines that we interact with on a daily basis. Fixing a modern car now means interacting with a computer. It is no longer just mechanical. Using a phone can involve tackling all sorts of complicated settings. Minor glitches in the operations of a laptop can cost both time and expense. 2. Privacy concerns. It's become much harder to have personal privacy in the digital world, and that's on top of the dangers of your personal data being stolen or sold. For instance, everybody has the ability to take photos and video footage on their mobile phone, then post it online. Employers can search for people online and maybe find unflattering photographs, or see them expressing controversial opinions in social media or blogs. Digital cameras watch and record our movements in public places. Minor indiscretions can now haunt an individual for life when they're posted on the internet. Controlling your personal information is very difficult and sometimes impossible. 3. Social disconnect. There is an increasing tendency for people to socialize and communicate via digital devices rather than through real-life contact. This can easily lead to a sense of disconnect and isolation. Human beings have evolved over thousands of years to have real contact. Taking that away affects them in all sorts of negative ways that we only just beginning to understand. Studies have suggested that the lack of real-life contact is causing depression and other forms of mental illness in many people. There are a number of psychological studies suggesting that the digital world is causing an increased risk of mental illness. Examples include reliance on social media for contact, online bullying, and work stress through information overload. There are a number of psychological studies suggesting that the digital world is causing an increased risk of mental illness. Examples include reliance on social media for contact, online bullying, and work stress through information overload. 4. Work overload. Many modern workers spend their days trying to keep up with the hundreds of emails that they are sent each week, all of which require reading and some of which require replies or action. Texts from colleagues in the evenings or on the weekend can mean that people never fully escape work.